It's that time of year, folks. The playoffs are over, the champion's been crowned, the draft is over, and now, next Friday, July 1st, it is time for the most exciting part of the NBA season, free agency. And boy, the rumors of teams throwing ridiculous amounts of money are already kind of perking up. And one of the dumbest ones I've heard so far is that the Wizards, my team, my hometown squad, is actually going after Joakim Noah, the Chicago Bulls center, who, as you guys are probably aware, man, he's been on the down. He's been on the basically the decline for the last 2 or 3 seasons. He started coming off the bench last year. The Bulls didn't make the playoffs. He ended that season with a gruesome shoulder injury, which I think you can see right now. Again, on the surface, that would be a bad guy for the Wizards to sign in the first place. I mean, they already have Marcin Gortat at center, and boy, if you know anything about DC sports, you know that the Wizards don't really have the strongest fan base in the first place. But boy, if there are some players that we hate, one is LeBron James and two is Joakim Noah. I mean, the guy is he's a pain in the ass. He got into a fight with a Wizards security guard during the playoff run a couple seasons ago, during which, by the way, Nene just absolutely ripped that guy a new one right after he won Defensive Player of the Year. So he's, again, a player who people here in DC really hate. We don't like him at all. So the fact that he would be considered a player that the team's going after in the first place just already sounds bad. I mean, look at this guy. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Again, just purely from a fan base standpoint, it would be a dumb idea. Not to mention the fact that you're taking John Wall into his prime, signing more and more and more longer-term contracts to just over-the-hill players. Joakim Noah's washed, so there's really no point in discussing that much further from a basketball standpoint. But boy, the number that is actually being thrown out there is ridiculous. The rumor, again, by Mitch Lawrence of the Sporting News says that the Wizards are going to offer a maximum deal to 31-year-old, injury-prone, one-shouldered Joakim Noah that would start at $28 million, and could reach as much as $120 million over 4 years. I got to say again, that is total and complete bullshit. This is just an example of a writer trying to get some clicks on a Friday afternoon and just throwing some shit out there, flinging it at the wall and seeing what sticks. I would say, Joakim Noah is a third or fourth big for, I don't know, $7-8 million a year for a couple of seasons is not that bad of a deal. I think most Wizards fan would suck up their pride and be okay with that. But considering the fact that this guy, again, has been on the decline for years now, he's just been a pretty bad player, to be quite honest. Shooting 30-some% from the field, can't stay on the floor, keeps getting hurt. And the thought that this team would make that guy the highest paid player in franchise history makes no sense at all. Again, Joakim Noah is probably going to be a reserve on whatever team he ends up on next year, whether it's the Wizards, which is unlikely, the Knicks, the Timberwolves, or any other team that's looking for him. The max contract for him is just ridiculous. So, Mitch Lawrence, come on, bro. Try harder. I know the whole point here is getting attention. This is not the type of attention you want because it just eats your credibility as a writer. You can't be serious, okay? So again, the Wizards are not going to sign Joakim Noah. If they do, there's no way in hell it will be for $120 million. Ridiculousness. Hey guys, it's going to be silly season. A lot of teams are going to be overpaying players, but even the Wizards in that front office and Ernie Grunfeld could not do anything that silly. So that's that.